All right, Guardians, we are back with a
Let's
mini
go.
pod. This episode, we are going to cover the Wednesday game against Salt Lake. It was a shootout in the land of the Mormons, and we're going to talk about the next upcoming game on Saturday for the Dallas Trinity, their second home game. Let's see if we can maintain the momentum, and we'll talk about that and much more right after this. All right. So we got a special guest back from the dungeons of the World Cup.
Back from the dead.
They buried him under AT&T after the Netherlands game. I didn't know that they could find him. Um,
Well,
yeah,
when they
man.
tore up the grass, the body kind
That's
of
a
showed
fact.
up. Yeah,
That's a fact. I know the
dude, they did
NFL.
not wait to get that out of there either.
No,
It
and
was so quick.
NFLPA was pissed because they're like, "How about you just leave it and see how we
Yeah,
like it?" And they're like, "Nah, we're not doing that. We can't. It's like crack. If I give you a taste,
yeah, seriously.
you're gonna want to come back."
That
All right,
soccer
so
grass.
that's fact. Look how soft it is. I bounce when I hit the ground. This is crazy. And it was some really good grass, from what I've heard. From
Well,
AT&T.
apparently you could have bought pieces of it. So,
I think that was just the finals
okay, I wasn't
of
sure.
MetLife. So yeah. So yeah, back from the dungeon. So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna talk about both FC Dallas games because you were in here last pod,
Right.
the Saturday game and then today's game. But before we get to that, like, share, subscribe to this video. If you could follow us at at Dallas Bear Guardians on everything, right on the screen. There you go. Thank you. And then like, share, and subscribe. Do all the things. You know how the YouTube things go. All right. So we want to shout out to Dennis and the crew. We filled the
Ah,
bus to Austin. That was Saturday. It was a hell of a time. I think I've only done this once, and I'm not that crazy. It's not the trip down; it's the trip back after the game, and you get
yeah,
back
that
here
seems.
like
Mm-mm.
1 a.m. I'm like, I'm good, guys. Y'all got it. But we
But
filled the bus.
yeah,
Yeah,
we talked about it though. We like to travel and hang out for a day. Like,
yeah, definitely. If I
yeah,
go, I just go myself, and I'll
right.
meet up with the guys there and whatever. But yeah, it was a good ride. We need to. I think next year or whenever we can get whenever we get back in control of this, we can rent our own buses, but it'll
Honestly,
cost you. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, no, I think we need to take back control of this. It's a cool thing that the team does it, but we, like someone pointed out to me, we used to do 2 or 3 of these on a regular basis, going down to Houston. And to be funny, we actually last year I think we sold out 2. They just only gave us 1 for the Houston one. Because at
Right.
the end of the day, who gives a fuck about the broccoli? But yeah, shout out to Dennis and the crew and everyone who made the trip down. All right,
Dennis was
so
taking selfies the whole time, dude. I keep just seeing pictures of him.
yeah, he's a media personality now, man. But
Look
yeah,
at
so
him.
what are your thoughts on the Saturday game since you weren't here last pod?
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, always cool to win. It's shocking to me how dominant we are against Austin, like not stat wise. That's wrong. The win, tie, loss. It surprises me every time I look at it what our record against each other is.
mm,
They mentioned it that game. I don't remember what it was, but it surprises me how overwhelming we have been in the win columns against them, especially the fact that they haven't won in Frisco is crazy to me, given how bad our home form has been the last 2 or 3 years.
yeah, I mean, I think that's why it's not a rivalry. It's kind of like Louisville and Lexington is like they're close and it's a rivalry, but Lexington has yet to win a game, so
That
you're
matters.
not
Yeah.
you're not my rival if you keep getting beat every
Yeah. Well, and I think the whole like game was kind of overshadowed by the fact that Houston's on a tear right now.
Yes, I looked at the table. I looked at the table and I'm like, that is absolutely
Yeah.
crazy. But
I looked at the table and I went, wait a minute, what? Because like I
yeah,
saw
man.
that Guillermo or whatever, dude's a freak, by the way. He's a baller.
Hmm.
Uh I saw that he was like in the top 5 scorers, I think, after last weekend. I don't remember. And I was like, wait a minute, Houston.
Yeah,
To my surprise, or first in the league at the time. That's
yeah,
crazy. Anyway,
crazy.
I don't know. It was a. I think the first half was way different than the second half. I think the first half we felt pretty comfortable overall. Give up a couple of scary breakaways, right? Like that
Yeah,
definitely happened. But I never felt super worried. And then coming back in that second half, like got really uncomfortable. Felt like it's like they wanted to park the bus, but not. It was weird.
yeah. As we'll talk about in the next game, our defensive structure and mindset needs to change quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Like they're getting it done, but geez, it's not.
That's the thing. It's no. We've never been in a mood where like we're winning and we're confidently winning. It's always
Right.
like, well, we won and we're winning, And I think it's because, especially for those of us who've been here for a while, that 2014 to 17 run when we had Mauro Diaz, Castillo, we were like the TV people had to know the players.
Yeah.
As I watch Apple TV now, sometimes they say stuff and I'm like, okay, you don't watch this team on a regular basis. I get it. All right, cool.
Oh, it's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like you say, like Musa, they follow Musa, right? Because he's a
right.
contender. But when they say some stuff about the rest of the team, I'm like, oh, you don't watch this game
or
this team at all.
Was it Third Degree that did the tweet that said about Musa being picked as the player to watch, like for the 18th game in a row or something like that?
Yeah, it's just like you don't watch the team. You just you look at the stats. You're like, oh, he has 16 goals. He must be good. And I'm like, that's
yes, but but also if you were really watching the team, you'd probably put Osaze up there every now and then as a player to watch, watching how he gets under people's skin and just like doesn't take shit from anyone.
No, he was fantastic. But so short review. Austin, we went down there. We took care of business.
Yeah, Austin's bad. Holy cow, they're really bad. They just had these little moments.
Yeah. As Pete said on the pod, the attendance is doing what we thought it was going to do. All of them, all the new teams, once they're not shiny anymore, if you're not winning, people don't care.
Are they still announcing them as sellouts?
No, they stopped doing that.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I think if they build it right from here out and they just keep doing their thing, you lose the wannabes that started with the new shiny thing, and hopefully you build a good core and then go from there, right? I mean, the North End is clearly not full, but like the people that are there are hardcore, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's
like the vibes are still good.
The thing is, they have enough. That's the reason. That thing that people don't understand about MLS is like they've moved away from. Like someone asked me, like, why are people so concerned with attendance in USL? And I'm like, that's because that's where the revenue is. The same way that's where the revenue was in early MLS. Or when I say early, I mean like MLS 2.0. So like 2005 to 2015. Now it's
when all the soccer specific ones started getting built.
Yeah. Now it's all corporate money, right? Yeah. I don't really care if anyone's in the building because I'm going to make 20 million in sponsorship. It really doesn't affect me. Well, it affects me, but not in a way that you think it affects.
Right. Or there's real estate plays. Like
exactly. So
it's not the same anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why when people are like, "Oh my God, no one's in the stadium," I'm like, "No one cares." Although someone pointed out to me, so attendance in MLS is up only because every time Messi plays in the city, they move to the NFL stadium, which doubles the attendance.
I was gonna say, I was be surprised to hear that attendance was up, especially given like how every league was down this past year.
Yeah, like the New
England too, like 20% bad.
Yeah, like New England's up 10%, and that entire 10% growth is because they had a massive sellout.
That makes sense. Okay, and then that makes more sense. It's like padding your attendance numbers by having the State Fair game at Trinity.
Well, only if it counts with the league, and it doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. All right. We lollygagged enough. Let's move to the shootout in Seattle. Yeah. Let's move to the not Mile High. I guess Salt Lake's not that tall, but
it's just under, right? It's like 49 or something like that. I don't know.
The Mormon Plateau is what I call it, right?
More wives than goals,
but it's flat. That's a fact.
No, that's not true in this game, though.
Yeah, man.
More goals than wives.
Starting lineup was good. We can talk about some performances, but at the end of the day, the swapping at halftime for me is where the game turned. If he had just left the game as it was, they probably win this comfortably 3-1.
Yeah, the halftime subs were Petter Musa and Santi came out for Logan and Benjamin, right?
Yes. Which, notwithstanding Benjamin scoring the game winner, was a dumb decision. But
honestly, Benjamin scoring that goal after the whiff in Austin was hilarious.
Yes.
For those of you that didn't watch the Austin game, Ran Benjamin in front of goal basically just completely whiffs a volley that goes out for a throw-in.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Coleman Coman had a goal line goal and literally kicked the post. He missed the ball and kicked the post. Coman was absolutely cursed while
cursed. Someone cursed that man. But no, man, this game was ridiculous. I don't know. Like, it felt like we were obviously the better team than we were in the first half. I didn't feel like we were dominant like we got, but it was 3 goals in the first half, right? It was 3-1 at half, or
yes, it was 3-1. Musa scored right before halftime.
Right. I feel like it's bearing the lead a little bit to not talk about Valiente having 2 assists and a goal here.
No, Valiente is coming to his own, man. He's he did what Salah never managed to do, which is money laundering. I mean, never mind, play well.
Both.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But no, there's a size deficit that I think he had to overcome in like the way the American game is.
Yeah.
And I think he's figured it out. He has a good engine, and he had the skill. Like that's the thing about Salah is like when you see Salah, you're like, we paid $2 million for this, and I'm very confused.
Yeah, a lot. I think also one of the things they seem to be talking about the last week or two is how Eric Quill has been telling Moreno and Valiente that they need to be a little bit more selfish.
Yes.
And it seems like they're starting to do that, and maybe that's making it where if Valiente, you don't know if he's going to shoot or pass now. Okay, he's more of a threat. Good. Like,
here's the thing that I think he said that, and then Kaik was in the other room and listened. It's like, no, that wasn't for you, sir. Because there was multiple times where he should have passed the ball off, and he took a shot, and I'm like, what? On his left foot of all things, I'm like, sir, that's not your game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know we moved on from Austin, but Pedro Musa's goal was on his weak foot. That's crazy.
Yes. And he starts scoring standing up. Like, when did that happen? He
when did that? He doesn't fall anymore.
Yeah, like, fall down, bro. We missed those.
Anyway, I like that Moreno and Valiente are taking more shots or trying to run at a player now. Like, it's nice because it makes them a little bit less predictable, and I think that leads to more opportunities. I think that's good.
Let's talk about the starting lineups. Obviously, I think what changed here, I think Kappa started last game in Austin, but didn't start this one.
Yeah.
So some changes. I think Bernie is one of those goals was Bernie's fault on the backside, but I mean, not completely his fault, but he lost his man behind them. But giving him defensive responsibility is a misnomer to begin with. I like that Norris broke through. I like that there's still a homegrown on this roster getting minutes.
It feels good
for a while. Like, you look at this roster, you notice he's the only American on this roster.
I was gonna bring something similar. Obviously, Shaq Moore, but
yes. Well, Shaq's at USMT, so obviously we don't count.
Your point still stands, though. As there's only 2 Americans. That's pretty wild, actually.
And when you go to Kappas was born here.
Yeah. Well, I guess I meant in the starting lineup here.
Yeah, I was talking about the team because
on the team.
I forgot more.
Yeah, we don't have. Well, hold on. I'll pull up the roster real quick and just look at it real quick.
Yeah, like, let me look at the bench here.
All right. Collodi, but he was not, obviously.
Shaq
Moore,
guy, which I'm actually shocked didn't get minutes.
Yeah. Torquato, who is not really a first teamer. Slade Starnes, not really quite first team. Enzo Newman, not really. Saban, Kappas.
Okay, I'm looking at the roster. The
Swan.
Bench of the 8 guys.
I guess Bernie counts as American if you want to.
Yes, I mean, but he's dual. Yeah. He can go.
Logan, Sam, not many. Not many.
But
in actual rotation for the team.
My point still stands.
Yes.
Homegrown, as in he started here, developed here, and stayed here.
Yeah, that matters.
Sam obviously went to college elsewhere and came in, and he's a big energy guy. I don't foresee Sam having a long MLS career. He'll have a long career. He might end up in championship at some point.
He'd be great in the championship. Holy cow.
Yeah. Like, he's got a massive engine.
I mean, he'd probably be pretty great for those early Premier years.
Yeah.
We'll see
what Atletico's signing. They're 195 days, which I don't know if you don't, because the schedule isn't made, so you don't know when the season starts. I don't know how you count.
Yeah, that's frustrating me so much. Yeah.
I think they're just counting. I think they're picking March 18th. I think I did it. I think they're picking March 18th because that's when it started this year.
Right.
I think they're assuming, but this year I think started early because I think they took a week off or 2 weeks off. They didn't take a whole time off, but they did take some time off. So I think that's why the schedule was like that. But yeah, I don't know what date they pick. But yeah, so
Are
195
they, other than Dallas, they're not adding any teams, are they? I can't remember.
for championship. No, it's
Yeah.
just it's going to go back to it's 25 right now. It's going to go to 26, barring
Right.
anyone leaving. And right now, I think odds-on favorite are Las Vegas because they don't have a stadium
Yeah, that's
after
looking
the end
rough.
of this year.
That's looking real rough.
But yeah, so starting lineup back four, we had Bernie Norris, Ergide, Moore, and Johansson. So funny enough, late in the game when we went up 3-3, they had Johansson basically playing as like an upper wing. He was in the box a lot, and that was
Yeah,
a
he
terrible
was.
decision.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yo.
Can we talk about how this dude has no power on his shots?
Yes, I'm like, I don't know if it's a balancing issue, and I'm like, what are we doing?
I need this guy to be able to rip a ball. If you're that big.
Put your lace. Yeah, I'm like, put your laces.
This dude is huge. How is he not ripping those? I don't know.
And then apparently I don't know, and maybe FC Dallas needs to hire a black barber because whenever Kayik has his hair out, Ibi has his braided. So it's like they have to rotate who gets their hair done, which to me is weird.
Or you had the situation where Kayik and Moreno both went with the braids.
Yeah, it's like, guys, we need to hire a barber. There are enough Afro Latinas on this team. We can hire a barber. Like, let's make this bad boy work. So Romero for me, second bad game in a row, in my opinion.
I think you could even argue third, but I don't know.
He's becoming a traffic cone, or practice cone, I guess in this one.
Liability, man. It's
and then
that way for sure.
He's tackling late, getting early yellows, so he basically can't be as aggressive. Osaze is also doing that too. Although I will give Osaze credit, he stopped with the high elbows. There was early in the season he's doing what he's doing, where he would still body you off, but he was doing the high elbow thing.
Yeah,
which on a taller player is not a problem, but if it's a Valiente, for instance, it might not be a high elbow, but to Valiente it is high because
they're giving reds for that left and right now too.
Exactly. So
that's scary. Now, do you feel like Osaze is going to ground a lot more the last few games?
Yes. So
him and Nolan both.
Yeah, I'm like, why are we sliding? Are we tired? Or if we're tired, then just be in better positions. Like, I agree with you on that. But yeah, Romero might need to. Let's give Holstead some play. Let's give Kappa some play.
He's also just not closing people down anymore. Like he just can't step up to people. It's shocking how quickly that happened.
Well, I think it's because he's getting passed around.
Yeah.
So it's like two passes and you're beyond him. So he's trying to play the space, which he's really good at. Oh my goodness! What?
Yeah, he's smart. What happened?
Oh my god, my computer just turned off. Okay.
Well, that's weird. You're still here. I don't know what to do.
No. So my computer is plugged into a battery outlet, so it won't turn anything off, but it just flashed.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Oh no, I need to check my outlet to make sure there's not like any rodents back here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Make sure your house isn't burning down real quick.
Yeah, fact. We're good.
All right. Anyway, traffic cone. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So I'm thinking now. I understand you have to rotate because I think we have 7 games. It's 7 games in a short period, right? We're going back to back.
Well, and like even though Quill's got a million players, obviously he doesn't keep a long bench. Like,
yes,
yeah.
It's like in the middle, Kayik, Romero, and Kappas are the 3,
and Holstead ideally will be doing something.
Yes, and from what I saw, Holstead, he's solid, right? For a USL Championship guy, he's solid.
I think his biggest problem right now is he's just getting used to the speed of the league, and right now that's hurting, right? But the only way to get used to it is to play. And
then obviously Delgado, which to be honest, I don't trust.
I mean,
Abubakar, another good game by him for a guy who I wanted not to be on this roster. For a veteran, I mean, what are we paying him? 400K, 500K?
Not as much as Ibi. I know that.
Well, yes, Ibi is on veteran minimum, which is I think almost $1 million at this point.
Hey, but good for Lawless and Ibi actually having solid seasons at this point. Like,
yes, quality.
That's good.
No, but all it makes me with Osaze, all it makes me think is that we could go spend another $3 million and get another. Doesn't it
just make you go, well? Obviously the front 3, Moreno, Musa, and Valiente. I think we kind of expected that to be the case.
And now that we know that Moreno is hobbled slightly,
I feel better about it now.
Yes. Now, again, I was never, his talent was never an issue with me, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I when I criticize people, it's usually because, like Brosi said that we were watching the Phoenix game last night, and Dominic Baji showed up, and I'm like, that's the guy I
Yeah, I
criticized
saw
because
that. So weird.
he has a donkey touch, right? Like when I can tell whether or not you're good at your job when can you trap the ball, right?
What
Can the
did-
ball stop when it hits you? What's up?
Yeah. What did we trade for Baji when he came here? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, from Colorado? I
Yeah.
think that was the swap.
Was that the
when we
Reggie?
sent no, that was Acosta.
No,
Reggie
we sold Reggie Boavista. Yeah.
Well, we didn't really sell him. We gave him for free. Remember?
right. We
Yeah.
gifted it to a dead club.
No, that was the Acosta. Acosta wanted to leave.
It was the Acosta one.
And then we swapped.
It makes it sting so much more.
I mean, he scored goals here. He had pace, and if it was just him 1-on-1, he was halfway decent. But he was never going. He's not Musa, right? Musa.
Yeah.
Musa has the skill to be like, I'm gonna go play a false nine. I'm gonna if the game's not coming to me, I'll go to the game, which Jesus also did. But Jesus again is not at that level. Jesus is really good. Speaking of Jesus, his record here might be broken in like 2 or 3 games.
What I was getting at with the Baji thing, because I actually thought he was a solid player. It just, I think it's what stings is that Acosta needed to leave. That's what stings.
And
I get it. I totally get it.
Quite
Good
a bit
for him.
here.
But yeah,
even with Jesus, it's like the guys, they want to go to Europe, right? They see, like if you're imagine you're Jesus, right? You're here banging in goals,